Thank you, Tony. Our third story is A Winter Wedding by Stephen Connolly. This is Stephen's first time of reading at Stroud Short Stories after, he says, several attempts. He grew up in Canada, Scotland and the Republic of South Africa and has been writing for about 20 years. He recently completed an MA in script writing at Bath University. Currently recording radio drama for Carinian Radio, as well as writing a novel about magic, Stephen is a member of Somewhere Else Writers Group. So, reading A Winter Wedding, please welcome Stephen Connolly.
A Winter Wedding. The snow is gone. When I open my eyes, the snow is gone and all I can see is grass. Beautiful green grass everywhere I look. Blackbirds sing, spectators murmur in the grandstand, and beyond lies the city, hazy and beautiful. We should have stayed with the ship. She might yet be freed from the ice. Help might still find us, a ship from home even. We've been gone so many years, surely they have missed us. One more ridge, the lieutenant calls, with as much encouragement as he can muster. Just one more ridge. We've been dragging the boats across the ice for weeks now, an act of madness. It has ruined the health of all of us. We shall be scattered and lost, and nobody will ever learn our fate. We should have stayed with the ship. I laugh to see the city, its towers and buildings so familiar, the sun so warm. It is so good to be home. My friend, the bear, pants in the heat, his fur white, gleaming in the sun. You'll like it here, I tell him, patting his mighty shoulder. A flock of sheep grazes the wicket, but nobody minds. The players chat, they throw a ball between each other, red as a cox's pippin. I wait at mid-on, patting my pockets, but my friend the bear has the ring. He holds it aloft, immense and studded with diamonds of light, so large it encircles the sun. Your father escorts you onto the wicket as the spectators applaud. I know it's you, despite the veil, despite the dandelion blossom in my face, in my eyes, blown by the wind. Your father glares at me, or is it my friend the bear? The sunlight glints off the blade of the dirty knife. The fierce little men rushed around us in their rough fur coats, the first human beings we had seen since leaving the ship, but they would not come close, shouting at us from a distance, words we could not understand. They looked strangely oriental, comic yet formidable. Do they perhaps change into terrible white bears when the moon is full, or like Dr. Jekyll in Mr. Stevenson's terrifying story? They threw stones at us before fleeing the lieutenant's pistol shot, speeding off on their wonderful sledges, pulled by packs of hounds, dogs like wolves, fierce and beautiful. If only we could travel so quickly, so easily. If only they would come back and throw more lumps of dried meat at us. Your bridesmaids line up behind us and argue over the loads, complain that their boat is too heavy. I take your hand as Queen Victoria recites the wedding service. Prince Albert whispers a joke to Mr. Dickens, who writes it down in his notebook. Or is it my friend, the bear? The fielders line up behind Her Majesty, fascinated by the tiny crown bobbing on her head. I try to kiss you, but you move away as I reach for your veil. You wait for me on the bridge. Beyond, sails lean into the wind on Coniston water. Although it's hard to see, the wind drives hawthorn blossom into my face, my eyes. The moon glares down on us as my friend the bear wanders off in search of refreshments. I hear the crack of blade through bone, or is it a tree branch snapping in the wind? They look at me, my fellow explorers, considering, calculating. I am the weakest of the party, there is no denying it. They stare around for the things I describe, the things only I can see, wishing I would shut up. They listen to my constant racking coughs, each time producing more and more blood on my frozen gear on the snow around us. I have almost no strength left to pull on the rope. Our poor fire gives little warmth, barely enough to heat our terrible supper. We walk through the snowdrops to the green chapel. My friend the bear loads our plates with meringues and pours cream on the strawberries. Bubbles froth on a glass of champagne. Steam rises from a bowl of soup. The cold has taken all my teeth. I smile with mouth shut as the sunlight gleams off the dirty knife. The wind blows sugar into my face, into my eyes, and when I can see again, the room is deserted. From outside I hear music and the bridesmaids' laughter as they dance. From the top of the ridge I look south. Only more ice awaits us. Does Her Majesty still reign? Does Prince Albert still plan great things for the city? I remember schemes for a great palace of crystal. How I should have loved to visit it with you. You beckon from the top of the stairs. I know it's you, although your face is in shadow. A grim aunt glares down at me from a picture frame. Or is it my friend, the bear? In the bedroom, you remove my icy gear. The wind blows talcum into my face, into my eyes. And when I can see again, the chaps have scratched just married onto my harness. My friend the bear settles on the floor, rests his head on his paws. You pull sheets and blankets over me, and still I can't get warm. No strength remains for writing, and neither pen nor paper. Nothing flammable may be kept from the common store. I have one more purpose to fulfill. The others stare at me as my coughing becomes uncontrollable, as I become ever weaker, as they become ever hungrier. Think well of me. I had no wish for exploring, no hunger to see a northwest passage, only to make your father smile upon me and give his blessing. A great cough builds within my chest. It cannot be denied. The bridesmaids help me lie down and take position around me, an honour guard, each bearing the dirty knife like a sword, each now with a scarlet cross splashed across his chest. You lie down beside me, and I take your hand as my sight begins to fade. An eiderdown has split. Its feathers rain down upon us, a pleasant tickling, covering my eyes until I can see nothing. And why should I want to get up when I'm finally beginning to get warm?